So we are back here because we are having a reading session. So today we will be reading this book. I hope the light is yes. We will be reading this book. I'll just change the light. Oh, it's better. We are reading this book. This book. This is Kushwant Singh's Train to Pakistan. This is Kushwant Singh's Train to Pakistan. I haven't yet started reading the book, but I have heard that this is a really nice book. Ignore the cars. Anyway, so today I'll be reading it to you. I haven't yet started and I'll start today. So we'll start together. So if anyone has already read the book, you can definitely stay. And if you haven't yet, my friends told me this is a really good suggestion and I haven't yet read it. So we'll start. I'll just change the camera angle and then we'll start. So I'll start. Train to Pakistan. Yeah. I'm so sorry for the noise. So we'll start with Dacoity. I'll just put my headphones on and we'll start. Dacoity. The summer of 1947 was not like other Indian summers. Even the weather had a different feel in India that year. It was hotter than usual, drier and dustier, and the summer was longer. No one could remember when the monsoon had been so late. For weeks, the sparse clouds cast only shadows. There was no rain. People began to say that God was punishing them for their sins. Some of them had good reason to feel that they had sinned. The summer before communal riots, precipitated by reports of the proposed division of the country into a Hindu India and a Muslim Pakistan, had broken out in Calcutta, and within a few months the death toll had mounted into several thousands. Muslims said the Hindus had planned and started killing. According to the Hindus, the Muslims were to blame. The fact is, both sides killed. Both shot and stabbed and speared and clubbed. Both tortured, both raped. From Calcutta, the riots spread to north and east and west to Noakhali in East Bengal, massacred Hindus to Bihar, where Hindus massacred Muslims. Mullahs roamed the Punjab and the frontier province with boxes of human skulls, said to be those of Muslims killed in Bihar. Hundreds and thousands of Hindus and Sikhs who had lived for centuries on the northwest frontier abandoned their homes and fled towards the protection of the predominantly Sikh and Hindu communities in the east. They traveled on foot in bullock carts, crammed into lorries, clinging to the sides and roofs of trains. Along the way, at fords, at crossroads, at railroad stations, they collided with panicky swarms of Muslims fleeing to safety in the west. The riots had become a rout. By the summer of 1947, when the creation of the new state of Pakistan was formally announced, 10 million people, Muslims and Hindus and Sikhs, were in flight. By the time the monsoon broke, almost a million of them were dead, and all of the northern India was in arms, in terror or in hiding. The only remaining oases of peace were a scatter of little villages lost in the remote reaches of the frontier. One of these villages was Manomajra. I'll just put the camera a little in position. Manamajra is a tiny place. It has only three brick buildings, one of which is the home to the moneylender Lala Ram Lal. The other two are Sikh temple and the mosque. The three brick buildings enclose a triangular common with a large peepal tree in the middle. The rest of the village is a cluster of flat roofed mud huts and low walled courtyards which front on narrow lanes that radiate from the center. Soon the lanes dwindle into footpaths and get lost in the surrounding fields. At the western end of the village, there is a pond ringed round by kika trees. There are only about 70 families in Mano Majra, and Lala Ram Lal's is the only Hindu family. The others are Sikhs or Muslims, about equal in number. The Sikhs own all the land around the village. The Muslims are tenants and share the tiling with the owners. There are a few families of sweepers whose religion is uncertain. The Muslims claim them as their own, yet when American missionaries visit Mano Majra, the sweepers wear khaki, sola topis, and join their women folk in singing hymns to the accompaniment of a harmonium. Sometimes they visit the Sikh temple too, but there is one object that all Mano Majrans, even Lala Ramlal, venerate. This is a 3-foot slab sandstone that stands upright under a kika tree beside the pond. It is the local deity, the Dio, to which all the villagers, Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, or pseudo Christian, repair secretly whenever they are in a special need of blessing. Although Mano Majra is said to be on the banks of the Sutlej River, it is actually Although Mano Majra is said to be on the banks of the Sutlej River, it is actually half a mile away from it. In India, villages cannot afford to be too close to the bank of the rivers. Rivers change their moods with the seasons and alter their courses without warning. The Sutlej is the largest river of Punjab. After the monsoon, its waters rise and spread across its vast sandy bed, lapping high up in the mud embankments on either side. It becomes an expanse of muddy turbulence more than a mile in breadth. When the flood subsides, the river breaks up into 1,000 shallow streams that wind sluggishly between little marshy islands. About a mile north of Manu Majra, the Sutlej is spanned by a railroad bridge. It is a magnificent bridge. Its 18 enormous spans sweep like waves from one pier to another, and at each end of it there is a stone embankment to buttress the railway line. On the eastern end of the embankment extends all the way to the village railroad station. Mano Majra has always been known for the railway station. Since the bridge has only one track, the station has several sidlings where less important trains can wait to make up way for the more important ones. I guess I'll keep it till here today. I hope I hope that whatever I read you understood and you liked it. So yeah, bye bye and